Welcome back. In the previous part, we did a few little quests here and there, got them sorted out. Then we got an experience. We saw Mithra's cooking, and it was censored. Yeah, that's how bad her cooking was. It was censored. It was all blurry and everything. I don't want to risk her cooking it. Oh dear, oh dear. But anyway, we got this little quest here now. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but then we have to go off and kill some go-gols or something. I'm glad to see you all. I am but a humble retainer of Prince Adam's, and charged with providing medical care to the great army that resides in our beautiful province of Aletta. As you can imagine, I don't have enough staff for the job, nor indeed do I have enough stuff either. In particular, I'm running dangerously low on penicillin. Penicillin? It's just weird. It's a substance which can be gathered at the Turkencliff colony. I tried to just send strong-looking militia soldiers to fetch it. Alas, those Ryans are so reckless, and there's no talking to them. You're all aware of how their fighting style involves self-inflicted cuts. Well, it's because of that, in the end, I wound up using more penicillin than those fools could bring back. It's a complete disaster, let me tell you. And so, to make a long story short, I'd be most grateful if you could find the time to help me out of this bind. Okay, yeah, it seems good to me. Don't have an issue with that at all.
We're such saps.
Calm down. So we're after some penicillin, not penicillin. Penicillin. It's like, penicillin? Very, very strange. But this is the area I was on about in the previous part, where there's sort of like a cliff edge sort of thing you can run down. It's down, is it? Yeah, it's down here. I was like wondering, like, where does it start? It starts here, on this little spiky edge bit. I don't think I've been up that spike. Can I even get up that spike? I don't know. So there's a dot here. Do I have to kill things? Or is it below me? It's below me, that isn't it? Yeah. I was just like, wait a minute. That feels wrong. Like the blue dot says it's right here, but it's not. I've been lied to. I've been duped. Yeah. It's gonna be these little pinkly purpley bitty dots.
This takes me back.
Doesn't even have things come out the ground. Just like, nope, you don't.
What have we got here?
What have we got here? I'll see you later, guys. It's just so strange with the aggro off. I don't think I'm gonna get used to that. It's just very, very odd. Cool. You can see I killed a thing here to get a chest.
What have we got here?
Don't know if I can open up that green barrel yet. Can't use that yet because I haven't got a gold seeker.
You're mine now.
Yeah, I still need that super strength. This is annoying. Let's get this and then we'll teleport
what have we
back.
Got here?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Doesn't it just? Right, so... Also need to do some of the campfire stuff because I haven't done that in a while. And I want to do it, I just keep forgetting about it. I say, is that the penicillin in your pocket, or... She's standing on the fire. Makes sense, she's a fire blade, but still. Oh, it is. Well, colour me impressed. You brought it all back, and not so much as a scratch on any of you. Exceptional work, anyway. I really wish those militia louts would learn some things from you all. It'd make my life easier, at least. But perhaps I shouldn't be comparing simple foot soldiers with the great heroes of your kind. In any case, I thank you for your help. It should keep us going for a while.
Much appreciated.
Cool. Alright, then let me move.
I'm glad we could be of help.
Turquoise chip. Intriguing. I just want to get rid of these stars. Whenever I see them, it's like, get rid of the star. That's all I want to do. I just want to get rid of the star. Right. Let's see about crafting here. Some of these new ones.
Don't spoil your appetite before I'm done. Just taste it.
Can't do that one.
Behold, my masterpiece.
These ones are quite interesting, though. So I need to get some of the stuff sorted. I could potentially get that one, couldn't I? I know it doesn't really help me in any regard. Some of these are just like pointless, really. Now, okay. Get the Serenity perfume.
I think I've done reasonably well.
I think you have. Okay, so chat. Well, you don't know Malice's location right now. We have a little time until Hugo gets back. We'll have to take care of those go-goals so that repairs for Let Bridge can continue. Right. Should make that our immediate objective. These go-goals, are they tough? One of the fiercest species in the area for sure. I bet if I got serious with them, they'd fold in no time. Be serious. If you really went at it, you'd probably destroy what's left of the bridge. If that's not true, well, okay. Maybe it is true. You would blast it right off into the horizon. Let Bridge is a vital link to the capital. You can't really get in or out without it. So we've really got to get rid of those go-goals. But I'll have to ask you to go a little easy on them, Mithra. Yeah, whatever. Alright then, lovely little chat. Gotta remember to do these chats. They're not necessary, are they? They don't need to do them, they're just nice. So it's a little time for everyone to catch up and stuff. Right, so I need to find out where I'm going. There's nothing on the map. I know it's over here somewhere. I saw it. Basically, just follow the road, surely. Aha, ha, ha. These are the go-goals, because they weren't here before, so clearly I've got to take out these guys. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Look, there's a bridge. Guess that's Let's Bridge. It's certainly beset by monsters. And they look rather tough to boot. You think? They don't like that much to me. Well, our analysis doesn't change the fact the bridge is blocked. We've got to clear it. Don't let your guard down, everyone. Well, of course not.
And here I thought we were being inconspicuous.
Heat haze!
Why?
Oh, the storms! Looking good! Ready to go!
Just waiting for toppling stuff once again.
Break! Ta! Stay back! They're gone! With you, then! Oh, the storms! Heat haze! We're right real! Will the wisp! Let's get cracking! Heat sword!
Right.
I don't think they're going to do it, are they? So let's go like that.
Do not rest on your laurels. Try this elemental attack. Take this. Ray of punishment.
I can do it. Photon edge.
Will the wisp.
The winds arise. Is this to your liking?
Spinning wheel.
Photon break.
Oh, the music went.
Keep this
You
up.
remind me of
It's
a
as
rabbit.
the
Blah, 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 blah,
Swing
aren't
that
they?
sword around.
Alright. Phew, we managed it. Just about. What do you mean, just about? Alright. You were a little tougher than I expected. No, they weren't. I did think that you were underestimating them. At any rate, the restoration of the bridge can begin now. That's right. Thank you for your hard work, everyone. Lora, let me get back to camp. Or would you say to a little more training? Sure, but we only just finished fighting. That's exactly why I asked. If we don't temper Mithra's skill a tad, I'm somewhat apprehensive of the battles to come. Hey, wait a second. Just what is that supposed to mean? I've noticed you getting a little, well, careless, to be frank. You need to be more mindful or we'll never beat Malos. Careless? Mindful? Gee, thanks for the personal attack. Slow down there. What's gotten into you? Nothing's gotten into me. Doesn't matter how much we train, I'm not going to magically become more mindful. The end. Let's go home. Why is she so angry? It's her way. Gotta be hearing that a lot, aren't
Good
we?
enough for you?
We just really are. So it's like, it is over there I need to go, so... Yep. Boom, boom. It's probably the quickest way. It's probably the quickest way.
Whoosh!
Whoosh!
Even on familiar ground.
Amazing, Lora. Even when I foresee your movements, you counter me instantly.
I couldn't do it without Haze's power. What about you? I don't see you using Mithra's hidden ability.
And what if we did?
Well, if you did. I just have to bring out my original blade.
Master Addam. Your evening meal is ready for you.
Oh, is it that time already?
The days are so long at this time of year. I just start losing track.
That was a suspicious look.
Oh, finished already? That's a shame. I was hoping to join in.
Join in? By yourself?
His Majesty has many pressing matters to attend to. Besides, I'm used to working alone.
A driver and blade are one in body and soul. That's their very nature. You're not at full strength without him.
It's not so simple as all that. I know I've yet to unlock the depths of your power.
Really? I feel like I've been giving it my all.
But you never stop growing. At any rate, Haze's ability to restrict other blades is indispensable. It's perfect for training. We're lucky.
When she stops me using my foresight, it's certainly difficult.
Oh, but you honor me too much. I'm just happy to help you both in any way I can.
Next to each other like that, you really do look like twins, you two.
It's rare for the driver's nature to appear so strongly in their blade.
People tell me that from time to time, but is it really true?
Perhaps. But whatever the reason, I am happy if I look even a little like you, my lady.
We're even the same dress size.
Right?
Haze is adorable.
By the way, we want to try taking you on next, Jin.
Well, how about it, Jin?
I'm afraid I don't particularly like fighting.
And to think we're hearing that from the strongest man in Torna.
But perhaps there's truth in those words. After all, he, or rather, they...
My lord, my lady, we've discovered Malos's target. The capital.
What? Are you sure?
Yes, no doubt about it.
But why?
Hi.
Malos? And here I thought I had seen the last of you.
Now. I never meant our parting would be forever, you know. I've just been to see the Torn Titan. I bet it'd be real interesting to see it in its true form.
Where did you learn that?
Learn? Inside my core, I have all the data of all blades and titans.
You have all of it? You think to call yourself the Master Blade?
Sure, why not? Sounds good. So, exciting, right? My partner. I hear you gave her to that Tornin prince.
And if I did, you'd erase me? Just like that?
Not at all. I have a much better idea than that. I've decided my next target is Torna.
Why would you tell me so plainly?
So you know what to look forward to as you watch.
See, I've got several questions just forming in my head right now.
I see. So this comes from the Quester. But he doesn't know what Malos is planning for Torna.
We should probably hurry.
Soon. We'll go once Hugo's back.
We're just going to stand and wait. It's good to see you again, everyone. Hugo, have you finished surveying the battleground? We have, and we came upon something of grave importance. You're looking a bit pale there, Hugo. Are you alright? I'm just a little tired, that's all. I'm not surprised. The Korean resistance fought so desperately. They really took it out of us. The battleground was a terrible sight to behold. How many more lives must Malos wrest from us? We must do all we can to avenge them. It is truly tragic. We'll put a stop to it. Come on, I repaired Lethbridge while you're away. It's time for us to move on. Move on? Have you discovered where Malos will strike next? Indeed. We had our suspicions, and now they've been confirmed. His target is Torna, the capital, no less. Can we trust the veracity of the source? I believe we can. The Praetorium's intelligence is likely to be on the mark. Our info is coming from the Quester? Then, in that case, I believe we have little room for doubt. Capital, huh? That's a long way. It is. Once we're over Lethbridge, we'll have to cross the Danann Desert. It's a desert then. What do you want to do, Mick? You can stay here if you want. You can have one of the wardens look after him. I'll go with you. Are you sure? Sooner or later we'll have to end up facing Malos. It's a dangerous road that lies before us. I'm going with you. Micaiah. What should we do? Think about it now, there is no guarantee that his staying here would assure his safety. He may in fact be safer in our company, is that not so? Shall we let him come with us then? Talk about twisting a person's arm. Fine. We're all going to the capital. Are you sure that's what you want, Mikhail? Yes, because you need to learn more about his story, don't we? Because we don't really know that much yet. Okay, I have a proposal for you. Oh yes? I've been thinking, after the sparring match with Lora yesterday, we also make better use of our skills if we passed around weapons the way she does. How about it? Want to give it a go? Perhaps it is worth a try. Lora has access to both Jin and Hayes' weapons when fighting. It's sure to open up her options in battle. I do think it would be wise for us to learn from her, especially given our coming battle with the Aegis. So we're agreed. Mifa, I'd like to try using your sword. Mind if I borrow it? It's all yours. I doubt you're going to do as well as those three, though. Strangely humble of you. That's not what I meant. Actually, forget what I said. We're going to knock this out of the park. Now that's more like it. Richard? Atron? May not be so convinced at first, but give it time, and we will surely reap the rewards. As you wish, Your Majesty. I would never question your authority, Your Majesty. Thank you. I am blessed to have such faithful attendants. Let's make tracks, people. We'll be right with you. Onwards to the capital. Yeah, so like the style starts to spread now. No, I don't want to be Team Lora. Jeez. It's like, there we go. We got the number 4 specials, because that was just sort of like, How can I not get the number 4 specials yet? It feels strange that I can't, but no, there we go. I can get them now. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But yes, questions that I have. This whole fact, the core crystals seem to have loads of data contained with them. That feels like new information. I knew they had some data, but all of this data, I mean, it was mentioned previously in that previous scene when you were showing the DNA and stuff.
Well,
but
here we are.
I say we
It's
rest.
still like the more it's
Who's in?
mentioned, it's like very, very strange. These plates, by the way, I know I've got to use them over there. What is making that noise? Oh, I think those guys were meant to ambush me or something.
What do we got here?
Yeah, there was a barrier over there, and I opened it up. But there's another barrier beyond that, so it's like, oh. I guess that's blocking my way now. I
This
need some
takes
more of
me
these
back.
plate
Nature makes a
thingies.
fine ally.
I'll get them eventually. Eventually. But. I was going to say something there.
The
Can't remember what it was
bends
now.
as I will it.
Yeah, the data
Life
collection.
has some
It's clearly something to do
unexpected
with
uses
DNA,
to
but what is this about? Torna's evolution or something like that? How did Malos put it? It's like there was so many scenes after it, I've forgotten how he worded it. It's just very like, huh. So what's the... Oh, this is bullet. I was wondering why there was this symbol there when I'd never been there before on the map. Just like, huh? Makes no sense. That shouldn't be there. Rar and such.
A Slive Jagron. What's the Lephtarian monster doing here?
Worry about that later. Come on!
That's just like how the little kids run up.
Everyone, lend me your strength.
Stay with the flow of battle.
So I'm assuming this is a tutorial about using level 4, really,
Just
isn't it?
tell me when. There we go.
Seems like that's what it's going to do.
You shall
Gravity.
Your luck will run out. You shall burn.
Gravity.
Come on. There we go.
Smash gravity.
Smash gravity.
Cyber combo. Complete.
Elemental attack.
What are we waiting for?
Is it over? Milton! Minoth!
You were always slow to finish a job, my prince.
I thought I told you to stop calling me that.
A blade.
He's Minoth, Questor of Malthus's blade.
Malthus's.
He's one of the Questors in Indol. And Malos' driver.
Minoth? Isn't that dude? Can't remember his name now. But just stop swapping this.
Let us show you why.
There we go then. Contributing to a blade
Stay
combo
with
will
the flow
cause
of
elemental
battle.
orbs. There we go, finally. To start orbiting the enemy. You can now use them to destroy and inflict special attacks. Chain attack. Yeah, that thing up there. Press the plus. That's pretty much the same. Just skimming through it. So again, if I miss anything, please do let me know. That's different from the main game anyway.
Hit them with their
So
elemental
let's
weakness.
see if we can get this going. I want to get... See how many orbs we've got?
Spirited indeed.
Ready to go.
Look out!
Don't you know who I am?
You shall burn.
I'll attack on your mark.
I'm ready to go.
Lucky break.
If I must.
Cyber combo.
Now do it.
Concentration. Elemental attack.
Get ready to follow up.
With Adam
Your
there.
turn, Adam.
Just so I want to see how slightly different this is.
Wash, rinse, haze. Deal with
Right on target.
Emperor Hugo. If you would.
It's like, ooh. Destroying an orb has a lot of nice effects. It extends the chain attack, or is it the same as usual, really, isn't it? Remember the chain attack, each team will act once. Usual stuff. It seems the same.
Any last words?
Oh, I was trying to press me for at that point.
Mithra? Would you?
Launch a chain attack, the party gauge will be replaced by the full burst gauge for the duration. Yep, same again.
This'll do
defense is it. Jin, I'm trusting you with this.
Don't forget me.
So I'm just looking at each one as I go through, by the way. There's no pattern in which ones I'm breaking or anything like that.
Elemental burst.
We're not done yet.
Excellent.
Minoth!
Stepping up.
Elemental burst.
Wash.
Yeah, Minoth was, I forgot his name. The dude gave us a blade of some sort.
Superb.
What was his name? Cole?
Not by a long shot.
Is it Cole? It's been ages since I spoke to him, so was it Cole?
I can follow that. Jin, I'm trusting you with this.
Astounding.
Astounding.
Emperor Hugo.
The insolence. Astounding.
Astounding.
Enemy down.
Job done.
You've got an interesting way of fighting. You are?
Lora, that's Jin. And she is Hayes.
Pleased to meet you.
Jin? You don't mean from Torna? But 17 years ago, wasn't he?
Minoth, not a word to anyone.
Sounds like a good story is all I'm saying.
You want to hear?
Another time.
I think it's dead.
That was close. Thanks, Minoth. You're very capable, even on your own.
Well, maybe I should thank him, or not.
Your core looks kind of different.
Well, I'm a flesh eater.
A flesh eater?
A being with human and blade cells, made possible with Judician technology. That's how I can use my full strength anywhere, without my driver. But I'm pretty sure I'm a failed experiment, so to speak.
I never knew blades like that existed.
Flesh eaters.
What of Amalthus? Isn't he coming?
Nah. I just heard rumors that you guys had entered Torna. I used my own initiative.
Ah.
It's been 2 years since I saw him last.
Huh?
Why? I'm assuming we're going to find out in a flashback.
I arrived too late.
Is that right? Was that their child? That soldier? Wasn't that the one from...
Such a cruel world we live in.
Huh.
In Indal, there are a great many paintings depicting all manner of hells. But I think real hell might be closer to something like this.
Amalthus, you can't.
I had hoped once that the architect might save us all.
So who was the baby? I still got one question I want to bring up right now, but I'm just waiting to see when the scene's done. So I don't know.
Since then, I haven't seen him. I heard he went climbing up the World Tree not long after, and brought divine revelations back with him.
You mean...
The Aegis. Malos.
But what kind of revelation is this? What kind of salvation? Could anyone call this salvation? His hope caused this, or his despair.
Despair?
How about you then? You're from the same stock?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just following this guy since he woke me up, and that's basically it. I have no particular interest in this world or its future.
And Malus himself?
His thoughts, I'm especially uninterested in. We've never even met.
Please, don't mistake her. Despite the attitude, she's a good kid.
The hell is with that tone? Where do you get off acting all parental?
Oh, come on. I woke you up. I make sure you get enough to eat.
What?
Cloud sea crab sticks are tasty, aren't they? You're very welcome. Although I don't think I'd have managed to eat 6 myself.
What? You counted?
I don't know where you put all that.
I'm the Aegis. I need all the fuel I can get. Hey!
You are too easy to sneak up on. Where are my extra rations?
Oof. You little...
The Aegis, bested by a little kid.
Milton! Get back here!
You know, if the architect really does exist, I'd quite like to meet him. Salvation, huh?
Alright, so I can finally talk about that. I should get that next scene ready, shouldn't I? Thinking about it, just like, cause it's so close. Let me get my question out of the way. It's like, well, not sort of quite a question, sort of like just thought process. It's like, Malus's intentions do not seem to lie perfectly with Amalthus's, do they? It's like, it's just like, why is there such a difference? Is it their approach, or is that, Just wanted to see how that plays out. That's all I wanted to mention, by the way. That's it. Just that sort of,
Your sword-swapping fighting style. It's very interesting, you know.
It's still quite rough, though. I'm a bit lacking in oomph. It'll take me a while to get it down properly.
See, I wasn't actually talking about the power or technique.
Oh? What then?
That connection you have. Human and blade. It's like a bond of sorts. I just found it curious.
An actual bond?
It's like that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know.
It does make sense. Lady Lora is always with Jin. And you almost never find time to practice with me. It's like he's her favorite.
Come on, don't say that. I'm an equal opportunities driver.
Liar!
You're both my partners and very dear to me. There's no favoritism, swear.
Are you really sure about that?
I think Hayes is a bit jealous. I have been with you longer, after all.
You think? All right then. Starting tomorrow, Hayes gets to take the lead. Good?
Wonderful!
You don't mind?
It's all right by me.
It makes sense that it took so long to get to level 4 specials. Is no one gonna say anything? We're just watching them sleep? It's kind of creepy. I get it, they're asleep. Ah, there we go. Where's he going?
Do you remember? The last time we paid a visit to Indol?
I didn't realize this scene was going to be so long.
What did you think?
You mean about him? Let's see. In a word, he seemed very human, protecting his heart with a mask of lies.
Are you curious what's behind it?
Not really. Most humans are like that, aren't they?
Cutting to the chase, I see. But I hear his achievements in Indol have been quite grand. The refugee protection policies from last year are his work as well.
So a hypocrite, then. Isn't that what you call the type?
Quite. I hope that's all he is.
He smiled. Did you notice?
No?
I think he might actually be enjoying this.
What?
The world in this state.
That's interesting.
You felt something was wrong, didn't you? That's why you brought me.
Don't you think they're worth saving?
If you think they are, you know you'll have my aid.
Even if you disagree?
That's not for the likes of me to decide. It's up to you humans.
Oh, you mean that time? I remember. What about it?
What Minoth said bothered me. I think he was talking about Malos, but his words could just as easily have applied to a Malthus.
I suppose.
What if all of this is what a Malthus... No. What all of humanity really wants?
You don't mean it.
Hey. What are we going to do if we defeat Malice anyway?
You know. Like I told Hugo, go home and work the land. I didn't get to harvest the Grom rice this year.
Well, that might be good enough for you. Some others might not be too pleased with that.
I guess that goes some way to explaining why I get this feeling Malos's and Amalthus's intentions are different.
Who is this?
Picked him up during a routine core collection. He was one of yours, right?
As we discussed, I engaged him as a broker of cores, but no more. What a waste of a human being.
That much is hard to deny.
What are you driving at?
Waste and refuse can have their own uses, I think. The project we spoke of before, I think it may be time to set it in motion.
You mean a blade eater?
His strength will grow exponentially. It will dwarf even that of a flesh eater.
And you can control him?
Oh, please. Even if we can't, there's no need to worry. After all, this is just a prototype. Sooner or later, the binding will decay and he will die. I hear he's got some connection to this paragon of Torna, you see. He'll prove useful either way. Torna, then? He's on your mind, isn't he? Malos.
Not him, but what comes after.
After? It's like, it's just little snippets of what they're up to here, and I need to know just that little bit more. Oh, then. I assume we're loading up the entire area again, then. So, you're trying to take down Malos? We must. He's already sunk the Korean Titan. We can't just sit back and let him destroy the whole of Alrest. Of course we can't. He's the Aegis man. You can't just go up and try to fight him all on your own. You can when you've got another Aegis in your party. Word? Even still. In any case, our primary goal is to defend Torna, and not necessarily to bring Malos to a grisly end. Perhaps we can even convince him to end this peaceably. You do that. I'll be a damn sight better than getting killed for no good reason. Ouch. Minoth here is a blade of Amalthus, just like Malos. I'm sure he knows far better about our chances than we do. You say he's being realistic? I am being realistic. If it's Amalthus saying the capital is the target, then it has to be true. I still trust him, after everything he's done. Whatever he does, it's for his own benefit. We're just pawns in his game. We all are. It does seem better to act upon the information we do have rather than move around aimlessly. Alright, so what will you do now, Minoth? Now, I'll join your little traveling troupe. How else am I going to keep tabs on you? Suppose so. If you're going up to the capital, I assume you're well equipped for the desert. Well equipped how? Oh, so you're just going to go in there and collapse from desert fever. Fantastic. Desert fever? An endemic disease caused by fungi. It's no harm to blades, but to humans it can be lethal. You haven't heard of this? That, I forgot. Dumbass. You were trying to get us killed before we even find Malos. Let's see to it that doesn't happen, shall we? We'll need enough medicine for Adam, Hugo, Milton, Mikhail, and me. Okay, we'll have to backtrack a bit, but they should have something back at the resistance camp. If we can collect the ingredients, they should be able to make enough antimycotics for all 5 of us humans. What do we need? 20 carrots, a nest extract, I believe. You can get the 20 carrots around the Torn grasslands. And to obtain the next extract, we shall have to defeat Somalia nests. Okay then, let's get going.
I'd like you to trust us with this.
Alright, so I think this should definitely be the part, but I have to go back that way? Oh. So do I already have the materials? I was going to say we should end the part and I'll go get this stuff ahead of time now. So it's like, well, I'll get that ready in between the parts and stuff. But I guess I can't, so we'll just get that now if I can.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Hello there, Mungo. Prince Addam and your companions by your side. If I may boldly guess, you're so kind as to come here in order to obtain some desert traveling preparations. Bang on the mark. Here's enough 20 carrots and nest extract for several people to share of remedies. Oh, very good. Never hurts to be well provisioned. No idea how touched I am. Gladden's not only met my heart. This gladdens not only my heart, but those of the Resistance and the people of Aletta. Huh? Looks like you finally found it within you to bear the burdens of Torna, your majesty. Wonderful. Sorry, Mungo, I'm not sure I follow. To think this day would finally come. The long years I spent waiting for your majesty to ascend to the throne. Adam, you aren't thinking of doing anything like that, are you? No, the thought never even crossed my mind. Where's this all coming from, Mungo? Yes, His Majesty the King has a kind heart, no doubt about it. A little too kind at times, to do what he must. But that many of his subjects long for decisive and resolute leadership, such as the Prince could offer. Prince Addam, if only I could lay claim to such irresistible charisma. Imperial Majesty, what a thing to say. Prince Addam possesses great virtue, but I must humbly assert that your Majesty has, at least, an equal portion. I concur absolutely with Aegeon, your Majesty. I really think you're making too much of the charisma of mine. Anyway, I can never usurp a lawful ruler or bloodline. I want to go to the royal capital, but only to protect Torna, not to take it over. Really? Well, that's a terrible shame if you ask me, your Majesty. I don't know if you were serious or not there, Mungo, but either way, that kind of talk is unwise to say at least. Prince Zeta is notoriously insecure. If he heard something like that, things could get pretty interesting. Interesting, it's alright for some. Huh. Anything's interesting when you can just sit back and watch from the sidelines. Well, I was certainly moved by your declaration of loyalty, your Majesty. I promise to be a little more discreet about my hopes for you to ascend to the throne from now on. Then you can stop by addressing me as your Majesty. Oh then, my good apothecary. How much can we acquire your fine desert medicine? Ah yes, the purpose of your visit. Give me. Got a little sidetrack there. Just take the ingredients and combine them post-haste. There we are. Desert medicine for 5. Thank you, Mungo. Alright then. Now at least we can finally cross Let Bridge and make for the capital. I'll pray for your safety on your journey, Majesty. Alright, so now we will definitely 100%... I thought that was going to be the scene then, where he spoke then. So yes, we are going to end this part here, and we'll see you in the next part when we're doing the desert, I suppose. Get through this star here. So, we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ta for now.